hammers like West Ham taxmen. You don't want to see the gang vex, man. Pull up in 2-litre dingers and press that.
Selling bag, going ham in West like Declan Rice. Do it like popcorn, everything nice. Whoa.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Hammers Fans United. Sorry about the delay. I was having some technical issues. Camera wouldn't work. The lighting, I've had to close the blinds, put on artificial lighting because it wasn't working. I had to change my top. I had a West Ham top with a blue sleeves and it was just, it wasn't working. Apologies. I hope the mic is on. Let me just check that. Yes, it is. Right, so I hope everybody's having a good day. Weather's okay. Right, let me go to the chat. Big up Stuart. Disabled team. Hi everyone. Hope everyone is well. Do you think people are overreacting to the Brentford game, or the reaction justified? All right, there's nobody else here, Stuart, so I'll answer that. I haven't seen really anybody's. I've seen some titles for videos and stuff, and no, I haven't actually. Not regarding Benrahma. Just regarding West Ham's performance, which I knew was coming because of, our European exertions and all of that, and, the season as a whole. So the performance and result didn't surprise me. But clearly some people, it surprised them, which then surprises me that you're surprised, if that makes sense. What did we expect? With a thin squad playing every single game, the same team basically, it's going to catch up with. I have my YouTube settings on automatically. Play the next video, and the presenter said Benrahma has been victimized by Moyes. I'm sorry, but I have to disagree. He hasn't been consistent enough. I don't think he's been victimized at all. He makes himself an easy target to when Moyes does actually make a substitution, and it's not like we've got 8 options on our bench, and he always seems to be the one coming off. He's not making it easy for himself. The players were tired after the effort they put in against Lyon. If anyone is to blame, it's Moyes for not resting tired players. I know you have a small squad, but he could have started Vlasic. Exactly. So, I don't know what everybody's saying. I've seen a few titles, just, how West Ham was shocking and worst performance of the season, all of that. And like I said, I knew that was coming. That could happen. You could lose the game, but they did anyway. Exactly. Hi, brother teacher. We're all good, thank you. Good afternoon, Robert. Thanks for tuning in. Hi, TDT. Good afternoon. Evening all. I'm on my drive until party. Thanks, Darren. Thanks for tuning in as well. Listen, you can't win every game. You can't win every game. And throughout the course of 38 games, I've said this so many times, your season is not defined by one game or one result. You're going to have terrible games. You're going to have fantastic games. You're going to have games that, you was lucky to win. You're going to have games that you was unlucky to lose. This was one of those games that we was terrible and deserve to lose. It happens. It's football. And the fact, like I said, is so many of us sit here and speak about football. Some people, more so just West Ham. But then they sort of contradict themselves by having outrage as to results and performances like this. When you should know that, like I said, when we go back to the prediction show, I said Brentford 3, West Ham 1. So that 2-goal margin happened. They won 2-0, right? So I took everything into consideration. And I think that a lot of these channels, they either just don't know football like that, or they want to sort of appease everybody and just say what everybody wants to hear. We're going to win 4-0, we're going to win 5. And when, like I said, if you think about it and you are a football person, some of these games that, they're beneath us in the league and all of that, you still have to look at the circumstances. You have to look at their last performance against Chelsea. We played 10 men in Europe, tough game, all of that. And, all these channels, they still pip us for a win or a draw when you have to be realistic. And that's why, like I said, is on the prediction show, I said, we're going to lose 3-1. I'm not here to, just say what people want to hear. I'm an honest, truthful person. And unfortunately, some of these people, they just say what everybody wants to know. Oh, I think we can beat Brentford 3-0, 4-0, whatever. So let's start getting more realistic, and then we'll we won't be so disappointed. Of course, no one wants to lose, but in 38 games, we're not going to win every single game. Do you see how? Right, I saw that, Robert. Right, so I don't really keep up to date with all of that, but it popped up on my feed and I watched it today, and yeah, and Leeds went 1-0 up as well. Hope you're well. I did, and West Ham were impressive, deserved the win too. Gaza, big up Gaza. Hi Titch, how are you, mate? I'm good, thank you. Glad that you could tune in. I don't know whether you've taken part in these game shows, Gaza, and if not, then hopefully you can you can take part and do well. So Gaza, let me know if you know it's a basic concept, but there are some rules. The rules are, I put one player on the screen from each team. You have 30 seconds to make one guess as to who you think that player is. Only one guess per round, which is like 30 seconds, 35 seconds. Whoever gets the answer first gets a point. If you get the correct answer in that round, you get half a point. Quite, simple. I'm hoping Happy Amaret is available, as always. Right. Who we got? What's the time? I didn't start the time. 1 minute, everybody. Let me put the time on the screen so I know what time it is. Clock. That's not the correct time. Let's move this clock to 12:14. We go about there. There we go. Robert says, it's hard to think we had a chance to keep in the top 6, but Brentford are no mugs, having beaten Chelsea 5-1. Was it 5-1, 4-1? And beating us out. So why do we think we could? Right, there we go, Robert. Thank you. Right. So, it's sometimes you can never predict anything in the Premier League. You can't, right? But sometimes you got to factor in the lead up to the game, the form of both teams, and Brentford had another easy week in regards to preparation. We played on Thursday. We all know what happened in that game, and then we're playing them on the Sunday. So all this outrage and all of that stuff is, which I haven't watched, but I've just seen some people's titles to their videos, and I'm thinking, come on, man, like, what did you expect? Or maybe they just don't really know about football per se, and you can excuse them for jumping out the window on that performance. That's my only conclusion, is that a lot of these people don't really know how football works. But yeah, obviously, Robert, that's exactly what I was anticipating. I spoke to Stuart before, and he said to me, like, before the game kicked off, he said, would you take a draw? And I said, yes, I would. Right now, I would take a draw. This is before the game kicked off, because I knew what was coming. He can confirm that. So imagine that. I'm saying I'll take a draw against Brentford before the game starts, because I knew he was going to lose, and I knew it'd be a lackluster performance. And then Zuma comes off, who's clearly, right now our best centre back. So what are we expecting, people? Right, let me check this. Man United and Spuds fighting out to sign Sam Johnston. Just heard on Sky. I want Areola anyway. Yeah, Areola is, I know the wages and all of that stuff, but West Ham have got to make that deal happen. He was on Fulham last season just for a loan. I think he went Real Madrid on a loan. So he's known for getting loaned out. I'm hoping that he might like West Ham so much so. I love West Ham that he commits. And yeah, we should be trying to make that move happen. We really should be. Hi, Robert, you okay? We normally fight to the end, but we saw none of that on Sunday. Like I said, Gaza, let me just try and put it into some sort of perspective for everybody, yeah? Let's say you've had 3 nights of no sleep. And I suffer from insomnia, and I mean no sleep, as in you weren't drifting off, you had no sleep. Like, you was kept awake. Every time you tried to fall asleep, somebody woke you up, right? And then on the 4th day, you have to go to a physical job and perform at your optimum. You answer me, could you do it? That's me putting it into some sort of context as to how these players are. So could you do it? Now, the answer is no, obviously. And then you've got everybody in your workplace having a go at you for not, you know, reaching the target of 100%, whatever the physical, you know, like you might have to build a wall or whatever. You are the only one that hasn't reached 100% target. They're all having a go at you. But you know, I'm tired, man. I shouldn't even be here. That is how you put it into some sort of perspective for the West Ham players. Simple. So all these people jumping out of the window and that, like I said, they need to be quiet. Like, and I'm talking about people that actually do what I'm doing. And I don't do it like these people. I do, you know, here the watch alongs and I don't do all of this stuff, but I could go into it and break it down and give people a better understanding of why that performance was, you know, I anticipated, I knew it was coming, right? But I don't do that. I don't do, you know, breaking it down, game analysis and all that stuff. But I could easily do that and give, you know, everybody that tunes in a better insight into how football works, the psychology, the physicality, the mentality. So I know you lot would tune into all these channels and, you know, they'll be like bashing. And the more you hear it, the more it's sort of confirmed into your mind that, you know, Moyes is at fault, and it is what it is. We don't have a squad big enough, and therefore, you know, it works two ways. Moyes could have put out all the youngsters and that, and we could have lost 5-0. And the youngsters had a good game. We're still going to be disgruntled. Either way, the situation we're in boils down to lack of depth and, you know, lack of activity in the summer and the January transfer window. So I'm surprised that people are surprised about that performance. You know, we was praising West Ham on Thursday evening for, you know, coming through that game with 10 men and all that stuff. We would have been praising them on Friday if we do another video, which I think I've done the player ratings on Friday. Full of praise. 2 days later, these same players are getting, as far as I'm aware, you know, they're not getting good things said about them. Or the same people, the management and all of that stuff. That's fickle. That is so fickle. And then let's say, for instance, West Ham have somehow conserved their energy for Lyon and we go and win that game. All of a sudden, it's, you know, it's, come on, man. Like, let's get realistic and stop with the fucking knee jerk. One day it's this, one day it's that. That's what's happening on YouTube. And I can say that without even watching any of these videos. Like I said, a lot of these titles will pop up on my thing or the thumbnails and all that. And I know what the content is going to be. But what do I know? Anyway, so, watch, you guys are not bad. You okay? Thanks, Robert. Good day. Big up, Kieran, man. Good day, Titch. I hope you're well, Kieran. And thank you for tuning in. I know the time and all that must be inconvenient. I can confirm that, brother. Thank you. Hi, Kieran. You okay? So, like I said before the game, I'll take a draw. A bit rough. Robert says, we were poor. Only one shot on target. Says it all. Whatever the reason, says it all. We had one shot on target against Spurs as well when we lost 3-1. And we was diabolical in that game too. We were shocking in that game. Right? That came off the back of the Sevilla second leg. So once again, you lot, listen. Fantastic praise against Sevilla to get through. You know, West Ham's biggest game in their recent history. A couple days later, shocking against Spurs, right? Which is to be expected. You know, we don't expect it to be that bad, but it's going to happen. And then it's happened again. Lyon on Thursday, Brentford. So just look at the pattern, you lot, and then you can understand why these performances might be happening. We all know this. Sevilla, high praise. 3 days later, Spurs, heavy criticism. Lyon, high praise, 10 men. 3 days later, heavy criticism. Both of the games were away as well. It was Tottenham away, Brentford away. Remember, we need the recovery. We got to get back. All of that. So I'm surprised that people are surprised. Hey, Stuart. Next season, I would change roles for the keepers. Boom. You okay, Kieran? No, you okay, Kieran? Not too much drink, mate. Big up, Lady Luke. Afternoon, ladies. It's like you went on the lash 3 days ago, still suffering. They are not robots. If they were robots, you know, then we could justify the outrage. They're human beings, just like you and I. I could do it, Titch, but I'm a total legend. Exactly. See, one off. We all know what I'm saying is, you know, however I've painted it, everybody knows it's correct. You know, it's just our team. So when we watch that Dier display, we react off emotions rather than logic. This is down to Mojtic with the thin squad we have. Right, exactly. So we can't blame those players. I said it when Souček was going through a bad period. He's tired, man. All of these players are tired. Some kind of bug guy. Oh, shit. I didn't know you were sick, Kieran. Good afternoon, Leisure. You're well. Mad. Well, I'm mad. Good, Kieran. Gaza says, what's the point of Krau and Vlasic? It's hard to use now. Yeah. And what I've seen of Krau, he's terrible. He's just not good enough. I think it's the heart ruling ahead most time, to be fair. Exactly. So just like I've said there, yes, same thing. And I don't do that. You know, like I could be doing a watch along, I could be at home watching, I'm screaming at the TV. But it doesn't mean that I don't acknowledge why we're playing like that. It also doesn't mean that I'm going to be happy with us playing well below par. But once the game's done, then you have to, like, you know, weigh it all up. Why did we put in a performance like that? Or why would we put in a performance like that? Stop. Stupot, you northern monkey hook. Well, Talk Zuma is out for Thursday. See what I'm saying? I think Moyes has seen what they are displaying in training and saying no thank you. Right. Gaza says, we are basically playing with only a third. There you go. There you go. It's impossible. In this day and age, it's impossible to play with, I don't know, 13, 14 players that, you know, everybody else is just coming on in the final minutes. It's impossible. And West Ham players are expected to do that and compete. You know, we've done well and decent in the FA Cup. We've done well in the Carabao Cup. We've done well in Europa, all on top of a league campaign with basically 14 players. You have to remember, anything can happen in a football match, not rigged. Not rigged like Titch is crazy. What's the time? Oh, shit. All right, you know, we'll start. Hi, Luke, okay? Gazanold. I also think it's YouTube channel looking for content video to do. Of course they are. Big up Lee. Lee Stay for main man. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining, Lee. Right, we'll start you lot. Remember, so Gaza, if you haven't done this already, we've made it quite easier with how the players are displayed. I put one player on the screen from each Premier League team, 30 seconds roughly for the countdown, and then you put in one answer as to who you think that player is into the next game. And not doing it exactly, Gaza. We only have 12 men and Benrahma is shit. Right, so let me get ready with the timer. Get ready, everybody. We're doing alphabetical order. We're going to go to Arsenal first. We're going to go Arsenal. Play a little bit of Guess Who. Right, fingers on the buzzer. Let me pause that, undo that. Right, everybody, get ready. Arsenal. Where the hell? Right, here we go. Arsenal. There's your player. There's your timer. 30 seconds. I don't know if you can hear that as well. Who is that person? Right, here we go. Looking at Luke's son. Right, so Robert says Martinelli, Lee Dixon, Martinelli from Kieran, Martinelli from Stewart, and Gaza says Tierney. I think that's everybody because Darren will get involved once he's finished driving. And yeah, that's everybody. I can reveal that we're going to go again. It was none of those players. There's your player. Oops. There's your player, and there's your timer. Remove that. So yeah, some of them you can see more of the face. This guy, thankfully, you can't see nothing. But yeah, the emoji, I don't move that. I just put all the players in the exact same position. So some of you can see a lot more of their face. Let's see what we got here. We have Xhaka from Stuart. We have Xhaka from Luke. We have Smith Rowe from Gaza. We have Odegaard from Robert. We're waiting on Lee and Kieran. Good shout. Lee and Kieran. Where is Lee and Kieran? So yeah, some of these will be real quick, and it's about who gets their answer in first. Right, Lee and Kieran. Okay. Wally, big up Wally. Godfather Wally. I'm laughing at Luke. I can see his comment. Right. Wally says Smith Rowe. Luke says Lee said David Platt. Have to go. Oh, see you later, Kieran. And I hope you get better. Because yeah, you're sick. Lee's out in town. Okay, right. So we're gonna move on. I can reveal that none of you were right. And I'm glad Wally's here. Come on, Wally. Today's your day. And here is your player, and here is your timer. Right, so we've had Suarez from Robert, Suarez from Stuart, the disabled team. Hey guys, I'm good, thanks. Never heard of him. I've heard of Gaza. So Kieran's had to go. Lee's in town, so that'd be right. Who else we got here? So it's Gaza, Robert, Stuart, and Wally, and Luke. Yeah. So we're waiting on Luke, who's trying to find out how to spell Nwanku. Luke, Gaza. Oh, there we go. Martin Lilly. No, he's been. We've gone past him already, Wally. So yeah, it's not him. Factifinio. And Gaza. Who are you saying, Gaza? Who's Gaza saying? Gaza. Right, so Gaza. Did Gaza? Tylen Paul. Big up Tylen Paul. Long time no see. Hope you're well. You can pick up a full English for less than £1. Crazy. Right, so you look. None of the above. Who is that player? Try and get your answers in within this countdown. So Robert, Wally, Stuart. I'm assuming Gazza's preoccupied. But what I would say is finally we have a winner. And it was, in fact, Rob Holding. And it was, in fact, Rob Singleton. So Robert gets a point. Finally, you lot. The next, some of them are easy. Like you can, well, not easy, but you can see much more. So Robert gets a point. 0.5 is Wally. Luke, 0.5. Okay, right. So yeah, I'm assuming, right, and Paul might join in, but we've got Robert, Wally, Stuart, and Luke actually fully taking part. Right, well done, everybody. Right, so now we can move on. Let me go to that, and we're going to go to Aston Villa, everybody. Aston Villa. Here is your player, and here's your timer. Aston Villa. You can see some of him, sort of. No worries, Luke. Thanks for tuning in. So yeah, Luke, no worries. And like I said, appreciate you popping in when you can. So Robert has said Ashley Young. Luke has said Ezri Konza. Stuart says Chukwuemeka. Wally says Young. I think Paul is just, yeah, in here supporting. So you four, we don't have a correct answer. So there's your player and there's your timer. None of those players. Right, we've got two guesses in first. We've got Courtney Howes from Robert. We've got Jacob Ramsey from Luke. We have Leon Bailey from Wally and Marvelous Nakamba. I can reveal we have a winner. It's a greedy point because obviously we've got four different answers. And it was, in fact, Courtney Howes. And it was, once again, Roberto, not the goalkeeper. And Robert gets a nice greedy point. So Robert's at the races today. Well done, Robert. Right, so we will move on to Brentford. Boo. Right, here we go, everybody. Brentford player is there. Your timer is there. Remove him. We've got Ivan Toney from Robert, who is bang on the trigger today with his names coming in. We have Shandon Baptiste from from Stuart, sorry. Just Wally and Luke. Odebayo from Wally. And Luke, I don't know if Luke, hopefully still here. And will let me know when he's going. He's cheating though. He's just trying to look at everybody else's answers. Lookington. Okay, maybe we don't have Luke. Before Luke, let us know if you've gone. As always, thanks for everyone who's tuned in. Thanks for everybody that's taking part. It may only be 3 of you, but that's not a problem. Right, I can reveal we do have a winner. And it was some of these players, I wouldn't recognize them by their face. I know their names, and this is one of them. It was, in fact, Shandon Baptiste. And it was, in fact, Stuart with a greedy point. Well done, Stuart. You're on the scoreboard. TDT. 1 point. So, yeah, Luke must have gone back to work now. So, it's Wally, Robert, and Stuart. Remember, we do this for the fun of it. So, it's not a problem. As long as we've got enough people to take part. Right, so we're going to move on to Brighton. There's your player, and there's your timer. Yes, well done, Stuart. Right, so if I read the names out, if it's not them, then we know not to put them in the next round. We have Alzate from Stuart. We have Trossard from Robert. And Wally says Lewis Dunk. I can reveal it was none of those 3 players. So, once again, here is your player, timer. None of them. Right, here we go. So Robert's first. Solly March. Wally says Shane Duffy. And the last one, Stuart will say. So yeah, initial thoughts tomorrow, 12 o'clock. And Duffy. Right, so I can reveal once again, we have to go again. We have Furlong, Roberts, Gross, and we also have no correct answer. We go again. See a little bit of his goatee, look. When that moves up now, bit of his hair. All 3 of you voted, and once again, all 3 of you are incorrect. Let's go again. Let's go again. Remember, this will be a player that plays as well. I won't be picking someone that's, yeah, it will be a, someone that gets minutes. But well done for getting your answers in. check this. So Robert said Moda, Lallana, 17. Now, so Robert said Veltman, Glenn Murray from bloody Luke. We have a winner, finally. It was, and once again, I wouldn't recognize this player by his face. I know he's I've never heard his. Anyway, it was, in fact, this guy, Sarmiento. Sarmiento. And it was obviously Stuart who got the point. So Stuart has 2, Robert has 2, Wally has 0.5, and Luke has 0.5, and we can move on from this long one. Right, here we go. We're going to go Burnley. Here is your player, and here is your timer. You can see quite a lot of him. Facial hair, the colour of his hair. Burnley. I'll read them up just in case we don't get it, and so you don't put in someone we've already got rid of. Right, so McNeil from Wally, Tarkowski from Stuart, Barnes from Robert, and Luke doesn't know any old Burnley players, so he won't. I can reveal it was, in fact, none of them. Let's go, baby. None of those players. Right, we do have a winner. We do actually have a winner. It was Josh Brownhill, and it was once again Stuart and the disabled team, who's now, I think, won the last 3 points in a row, and we can move on from Burnley. Well done, Stuart. Right, we're going to go down to Chelsea. This should be a bit easier because we're more familiar with their players. There's your player. There's your timer. Chelsea. You can't see a lot of him, though. Yes, Stuart is on fire. So Robert said Stuart's on fire. Robert says Pulisic. Wally says Azpilicueta. And Stuart says Chilwell. I can reveal that it was, in fact, none of them. We have Havertz from Robert, Havertz from Stuart. Let's see what the Godfather puts in. Oh, Luke says Alves. Alonso, I can reveal it was, in fact, none of them. Let's go, baby. Ooh. So we have Ross Barkley from Robert, centre forward from Thailand Paul, Werner, Darren's playing, and we have Pulisic. I think somebody said that already, Stuart. It's just Wally. Time delay coming from. He's in a helicopter in Colombia right now, just sorting out some business. Once again, we go again. Right, so we have Silva from Luke. We have Christensen from Stuart. We have Mount from Wally. And we have Williams from Robert. I'll wait a few seconds because Darren might put in another vote. Or maybe not. Right, so anything now will be void. I can reveal it was none of them. What are you lot doing? I just realized this is Thailand Paul's team. He said, oh, so he probably knows who it is. Right, so we have Kovacic from Robert. We have O from Thailand Paul. We have Aspilicueta. We've had him. Jorginho. We haven't had him. And Wally. Just Wally. Oh, no, that's Wally. Wally, Stuart, and Jorginho from Luke. I can reveal we do have a winner. And it was, in fact... Where is he? It was, in fact, Mateo Kovacic. I can't remember his first name. Mateo. Anyway, it was Kovacic. And it was Robert with the only greedy point. So Robert is now level with Stuart on 3 points. Well done. That wasn't an easy one because you couldn't see much. And, you know, Luke said Thiago Silva. And I would imagine Thiago Silva looks just... And his arms here are really brown as well. So, yeah, that made sense. But obviously... it wasn't him. Right, so that was quite a long one. Let's go here. Well done, everybody. Let's go to Chelsea. Crystal Palace, get ready. That's your player. Timer. You can see all of this facial hair. Well done, Robert from Stuart. Well done, Robert from Thailand Pool. Well done, everyone. We have Tompkins from Stuart. We have Tompkins from Wally. We have Joel Ward. I think it's Joel Ward from Robert. I'll wait a few seconds because Luke might. Yeah, Luke just sometimes does, sometimes don't. Sometimes serious, sometimes not. Always moaning though. That's consistent. Let me see. Let me see. All right, so Luke is not taking part at the moment. Right, I can reveal it was, in fact, none of them. Let's go again, baby. None of them. Not Ward and not Tompkins. Wally. Like I said, he's got bad reception. That helicopter in the Colombian zone. Okay, right. So we have a winner. Obviously, that means we all know who he is because you all picked the same person. It was. I'm going to show you. Where is he? Luka Milivojevic. And it was all of you got it right. And it was Robert who was the first one in, fastest finger. Milivojevic. Yeah, that guy. So Robert gets a point, goes into the lead. Wally has added 0.5 to his 0.5. And Stuart has got 0.5. Well done, you lot. So yeah, Luka Milivojevic. Let's put my little friend back there. Let's get rid of him. And we're going to go Everton. Here is your player. Oops. Player. Timer. Right. You can see his facial hair. I reckon someone's going to say one person and get it wrong. And I know who they're going to say. Who they think it is. Because of that facial hair. Everton. Remove him. We have Dominic Calvert-Lewin from Wally. We have Richarlison from Robert. And we have Townsend from Stuart. I can reveal that it was none of them. Let's go, baby. Remove him. We have Tosan from Robert. We have Iwobi from Stuart. And we have Dele Alli from Wally. I can reveal that it was none of those players. There's your player. There's your timer. We have Rondon from Robert. We have Mina from Stuart. And we have Gray from Wally. And I can reveal it was none of them. Let's go again, baby. Right. Holgate. How you doing? I'm good, thanks, Lee. I hope you're well. We have Alan. We have Holgate. Now, before we go on, Alan is the guy that I thought you lot would think it was. And clearly it's not him. So you lot have got rid of nearly everybody. So now we go probably one more time. Who is this player? How you doing, Lee? Let us know how you're doing. Right, Robert says Gray, El Ghazi, and Gray. I think that's Gray from Robert. But Robert's from Stuart. We've already had Gray, and I think Stuart already picked Gray. Hey Lee. Right, so you lot, surprisingly, none of you. Let's go again. He plays often, all the time, I think. He plays. Played against us recently. Right, we have Delph. We have Godfrey. I'm just waiting on Stuart. Godfrey. I can reveal we have a winner. And it was, in fact, let me get rid of this. Ben Godfrey. Finally. That was Wally. Yes, Wally. Oops. Wally gets a point on. And Stuart gets 0.5 to level it up with Robert at the top. Got there in the end. Yeah, I thought you would say Alan, like early doors. Right, we got that. Right, we're going to skip Leeds until the end. We're going to go Leicester. Thank you very much, Lee. Everyone hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much, Lee. We're going to go Leicester instead of Leeds. There is your player. Oh, no. What an idiot. Hopefully you look. Oh, gosh. Right, here we go. There's your player. There's your timer. Oh, my days. Maybe you weren't looking at the screen. Or maybe you don't know who it is. Shit. Right. Wally says Fofana. Stuart says Amati. Robert says Daka. What I'm going to have to do there, you know, is I'm going to have to give everybody a point. Sorry, Stuart. It was, let me put him back on. It was Daniel Amati. And I did reveal his face beforehand. So we'll just say everybody gets a point for that. Can't call no fairer than that. Sorry, Stuart. Because you might know who he is. They might not know. And then that reveal has just messed it up. Everybody gets a point. Apologies. Let me... Right, we're going to go Liverpool now. My apologies. Liverpool. There's your player. Timer. Sorry. Right, so we have Diaz from Robert. Well done, everyone from Paul. Not me, though, obviously. Fuck that up. We have Van Dijk from Wally, and then it's just Stuart says Diaz. I can reveal it was, in fact, Luis Diaz, and it was Robert with a point and Stuart with 0.5. Boom. Boom. Oops. So we can remove him. And I need to put my little friend back first. Right, there we go. Right, so we're going to go to Man City. Get ready, everybody. There's your player. And there's your timer. Right, so we have, like I said, I'll read them out, you lot, in case it's none of them and then you don't repeat them. We have Bernardo Silva from Robert. We have John Stones from Wally. And we have Silva, Bernardo Silva. So I can reveal it was none of them. So it's not Stones or Silva. There is your player timer. It's not Stones and it's not Silva. We have Zinchenko from Robert. We have Diaz from Stuart. We have Kevin De Bruyne from Wally. And I can reveal it was, in fact, none of them. Let's go, baby. None of those players. We have Palmer and Gundogan, and we have still no correct answer. We go again. Right, we've got Foden from Robert, we've got Laporte from Wally. And Wally, just before we move on, what's the time where you are? Because, yeah, I appreciate, people that tune in here for, early hours, wherever you are. Like, fully appreciate that. We have Mahrez. So, yeah, let me wait for Wally's response, and then we'll reveal what's going on here. So, yeah, Wally, what's the time where you are? So if it's 1 o'clock here, he's either 5 or 6 hours behind, which is still early. Okay, right. So okay, just gone 7. All right, 8 a.m. 8 a.m. It's still early. 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. in Thailand, 8 o'clock. But yeah, Wally, that means when you tuned in, it was like, I don't know, 7:45 in the morning. So yeah, thank you, all of you. But yeah, some of you like Kieran are coming in at bedtime hours for you, or just waking up hours. So yeah, much appreciated. Right, so I can reveal that you lot are rubbish. It was none of them. None of those players. Someone's gonna get it this round, I think. Right, we have McAtee from Robert. Paul says Wally is having his bacon and eggs. Stuart says Laporte, and Wally says Cancelo, and I can reveal it was none of them. Come on, people. Yeah, it's special coffee. Right, what's that? Wally said he's having his McAfee. No, Rolly said McAfee, Grealish, Delap. It was none of them, people. Come on, this is a regular player. As in, he plays, not he's just a regular player. Someone, come on. Right, so Stuart was first in with Rodri. We have just Stuart so far. We have Mahrez. We have Riley. I can reveal we have a winner finally, and it was. Where is he? Remove that. It was Rodri, a Man City regular. Basically starts all the time. And it was Stuart, who's now, I think, taking a lead by 0.5 over Robert. 6.5 for Stuart. Right. Let me put this back first. Get rid of that. Right, we're going to go Man United. Nashi's favourite team. He's not here to defend himself. Let me get the timer. There's your player and timer. This is an easy one. This is a very easy one, I believe. The facial and the hair. Someone's going to get this straight away, I think. Ooh, I thought I'd done the wrong thing there. Right, so can reveal we have a winner, and it was. Let me get rid of that. It was in fact Jadon Sancho, and it was Stuart backing up that point with another point, and Godfather Wally sipping his special coffee that he just got from Colombia in the helicopter. He's still in the helicopter now, with 0.5. Right, so we will move on to, let me remove that. Let me bring you back. Man United. It's now Newcastle. Everybody, get ready. There's your player. There is your timer. Newcastle United. Let's see what we got. Nobody's okay. Robert's come through. He's got Woods. He was the first one through. We have Almiron from Wally. And Stuart says Lewis. I can reveal it was in fact none of them. Let's go, baby. Boom. We have Burns from Robert. We have Murphy from Wally. And we have just waiting on Stuart to come through. We have Lewis says, I'm not Stuart. Stuart says Fernandez. Right, so I can reveal you lot before we go any further. It's none of those. And I'll just say the names again so you don't repeat them. It's not Woods, it's not Almiron, it's not Lewis, it's not Burns, it's not Murphy, and it's not Fernandez. Get ready. And it's just none of the above. Let's go. There's your player. There's your timer. We have Target from Robert. We have Joe Linton from Stuart. And we have Target from Wally. And it was none of them. We have Trippier from Robert and Wally. Just waiting on Shrek, who says, "Dumb it." And I can reveal it was, in fact, none of them. Let's go again. Right, we have Longstaff from Robert. We have Gimares from Wally. Gimares, however you pronounce it. If Robert was here, no, if Luke was here, he'd say Stuart's cheating, taking all day. Murphy, I can reveal once again, it's none of the above. Look at his shape. There's your player. All right, we have Kraft from Robert. Bell. Who is that, Wally? Can you confirm who that is? And we have Clark from Stuart. Yeah, who's that? So I can't think who that would be. Who's Bella? Bell. Oh, Bolle. Right, so it was none of them again, you lot. This player starts all the time. There's your player. Timer. We have Lascelles and we have Manquillo. And once again, we do not have a correct answer. Who is that? can reveal we have a winner, and it was in fact Ryan Fraser, and it was in fact only Robert who got the point. Let me give him a point, and we have one half of the channel royalty in the stream, and that is Harmony Malcolm McDonald. Big up Harmony, thank you for tuning in. Right, let me just get through the scores quickly. Robert's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 points. Wally has got 3.5. Luke scored 0.5. Stuart has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5. So Robert is ahead by 0.5. Robert ain't got any 0.5s at all. Well done. Well done, Robert. But Harmony says, can only stay for 2 minutes. Just popped on to give a like. Thank you, Harmony. I appreciate that. And it's good to see you. Not see you, but see you. You know, I see you often when you're cleaning my multi-room mansion with your toothbrush. But yeah, it's good to see you in here. But yeah, don't spend too long in here because you've got work to do. Right, so let's go to, let me put back my little friend so I don't mess up again. Right, let's go to Norwich. Everybody, here is your player, and there's your timer. Oh, he's got a tattoo there. I didn't notice that. He's got a little tattoo on his arm. There's actually a tattoo there that I didn't notice before. Wally says Sam Byram. Robert says Brandon Williams. Brandon Williams. And Stuart says, Harmony says, hi, disabled team. I hope all good with you. Everything's well with him. He's cheating. He's taking too long to get his answers in, so I think he's cheating. Luke is speaking through me. I don't know how he's done that. Stuart has picked Norman. I'm just reading the message that Robert Singleton sent me. He said, kick Stuart out. He's cheating. That was from Robert. Right, I can reveal, everybody, that it was, in fact, none of them. Let's go again. Wally's coffee hasn't kicked in. Some heads are going to roll in Colombia. In Colombiano. Right. Wally has said Pookie. Robert has said Gilmore. And once again, Stuart, aka Shrek, right there on the bottom of the screen. He's taking his time. And he says Sergeant and Delia from Harmony. I can reveal we have a winner. And it was, in fact, I'd never noticed that tattoo before. It was, in fact, where's he gone? Billy Gilmore. No, that was an Irish accent. Forget that. Scrap that. Billy Gilmore. And it was Robert once again, who has strengthened his lead at the top. And yeah, Wally's special coffee hasn't kicked in after that long trip to Colombia. Gilmore, Sergeant, and Stuart tried to have another go. I don't know what Stuart is doing. But yes, it was Robert. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, added the point. Robert got the point. Stuart, what's going on, mate? You said Sergeant and Gilmore in the same round. Now, Robert has just messaged me, kick him out. Kick him out of next week's show as well. Right, so well done, Robert. Let's go to Southampton. And let's get that ready. Right, Southampton, everybody. Your player is there. Oh, and there's your timer. Southampton. Stuart says he's all over the place. Mitch. Harmony has replaced Luke, and she has said Mick Shannon. We have Armstrong from Robert. We have Prowse, Ward Prowse from Wally. Mick Shannon. Once again, we're waiting on Bednarak. Let's see you later, Harmony. Thanks for popping in, and I'll see you soon. I can reveal we have a winner. Finally, the coffee's kicked in. Special coffee, and it was in fact James Ward Prowse. And Wally is his coffee, his special coffee's kicked in from Colombia. Well done, Wally. Yeah, James Ward Prowse. Let me remove him. We're gonna go to Spurs, unfortunately. Boom, there's your little friend, and get ready. Here is your player. Who is that player? Yeah, I thought so too. I think it's the first time I've used it for this as well, Robert. Right, so yeah, Robert said he thought it was too obvious. With Ward-Prowse. Right, we have Davies from Stuart. We have Keane. I think that's Robbie Keane from Robert. And we have Kane from, obviously I'm joking. I know Robert meant Kane there. Robert's already back. I meant Kane, not bloody Keane. And Kane from Wally. I can reveal.
So yeah, obviously, Tip said, yeah, you're gonna put me on the screen. So yeah, obviously it was me, Harry Kane.
So it was in fact Harry Kane.
So yeah, obviously, yeah. So I've made an appearance on Guess Who. So obviously, yeah, I feel real special now for making that appearance on Titch's show on Guess Who. Obviously, yeah.
So yeah, Harry Kane, and it was Robert who was first once again. Another point, and then Wally 0.5. Well done, Roberto, not the goalkeeper. Let me was just writing. No, I know. I trying to that. Let me say Keane, and hopefully you're like, what the hell? You know I'm in game. They don't have a Keane. Right, so boom, get him off the screen. Right, we're gonna go Watford. This one I think might take a little bit of time. Everybody's heard of this player. Right, so Watford, there's your player, and there's your timer. Right, so we have Messina from Stuart. We have Cleverly from Robert. And then it's just Walito. Wally says Cleverly 2. I can reveal it was none of those players. So there is your player again. And there's your timer. have Morris from Robert. We have Luza from Stuart. You are the loser. And we have Morris from Wally. And I can reveal it was none of them. Let's go, baby. We have Cathcart from Wally. We have Goslin from Robert. And we have Messina from Stuart. And I can reveal it was, in fact, Dan Gosling. And it was once again Robert with a greedy point, who's actually absolutely smashing it this week. Well done, Robert. That puts you on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 points. Way out in front. We've got 3 teams there. We've got Wolves, Leeds, West Ham. And Stuart has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5. So the best you can do is, you know, just be 0.5 away from Robert at the end of this. Right, let's put him back. Let's remove him. We're going to go Wolves. Everybody, there is your player. Timer. Wolverhampton Wanderers. I see 2 funny comments. I see 2 funny comments. So Wally says, what kind of coffee do you use, Robert? And Robert, this one I saw first, even though it came up second. Robert says, thanks for all the people not here. Right. Wally says Jimenez. Stuart says Neves. And Robert says Kudu. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Kudu. I can reveal it was, in fact, none of those players. Let's go again, baby. What kind of coffee do you use? Plain old simple Nescafe. Ooh. Right, let me shout out a very special guest. She might have forgotten me, which is Helen Ludlow. Thank you. I'm sure you remember me. Hi all, just found this site. Is this every week, guys? And can anyone play? Yes, and yes, definitely yes. I'm glad you've, come back across. I was on West Ham Random. Well, we started West Ham Random, so you would have seen me on there. I remember you, real well. Now I came back to my actual channel, and yes, I'm glad that you've refound us. This is on Tuesdays at 12, Helen, and then Wednesdays we have, let me put it on the screen. Oops, one second, Helen. We have Initial Thoughts, which is 12 until roughly 1:30, whatever, which is a different concept. If you want, Helen, you can watch back one of these shows, and you can watch last week's Initial Thought. No, not last week. I wasn't on last week. The previous Initial Thoughts, just so you get a better understanding of how that show works. And of course, you anyone can play, and of course you can play. I'm glad you've found us, and I'm glad you've commented straight away. And it's all the regulars in here: Robert, Wally, Stuart, Disabled Team, Luke. Everybody's here. So you're gonna just fit straight in. Happy Amaret, Harmony. I don't think you know her, but you get to know her. So yeah, Helen, thank you for finding us. Right. So, all right. So Wally says Podence. We have Kilman from Robert, only because I've seen who he meant there. We have Roman Size from Stuart. Now, we do have a winner. I'm just going to get hi, Helen from Wally. Hi, Helen. Hope you're well. So, yeah, you know everybody in here. Join the fun. Exactly. Helen, we've got 2 teams left after this, which is Leeds and West Ham. And then tomorrow we're back again, Helen. So Tuesdays and Wednesdays, 12. Happy Amaret is normally here, but she's working today. Budgie. So, yeah, Gaza was here at the start. Just, you know, just to show his support. Right. It was, in fact, the winner, the player was, let me put him there and let me remove this. It was, in fact, Daniel Podence. And finally, not finally, because I've said it already, but yeah, Wally gets a nice greedy point. Nobody else got a point there. So Wally, I think heads are still going to roll in the coffee department, but yeah, join the fun. Thanks, guys. We'll have a look and give it a whirl. Yeah, and we do a lot of shows, Helen. We do the player ratings when I do them, and that's, you know, it's all designed for everybody to take part. We do the, let me show you. So on Wednesday, Helen and everybody else, because we haven't nearly finished, we have the, oh, I hadn't even done that. Right, we've got a watch along on Thursday, Helen, for our second leg game. We have the, oh gosh, we have the match prediction show on Wednesday evening, me and Kieran, and you know, we make our predictions for the game against Lyon, you know, and that is the players to watch from both teams, random prediction, entertainment value, and correct score. So yeah, Helen, everything on this channel is designed for the subscriber participation, so you'll be fully involved. You know, you won't, none of your comments will get overlooked or ignored. None of that. It's about the subscribers just being involved on this channel fully. Second cup is finally kicking in. I just pray for those guys in Colombia that you don't hurt them, Wally. Right. So it was Daniel Podence. I gave Wally the point. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I gave Wally the point. Right. So it's the final 2, which is Leeds. Look, Darren's here, Helen. He says hello. You should use mugs, Wally. Right. So we're going to go Leeds, and we are going to go West Ham. Right, so here we go. Leeds United. Let me get rid of Podence. Let me bring back my little friend. No, Leeds United. Leeds. Here we go. There's your player. There's your timer. Wally's laughing, and Wally says for Leeds, I'm copying disabled team. Leeds United. We have a winner. It was, in fact, Jack Harrison. And once again, it was Roberto Singleton. Robert is killing it. Killing it. It's unfortunate I don't have a song or graphics for Robert to acknowledge how he's killing this. Should get a gun. That's what I might do. I might get some gun animation. If you're really killing it, might get that if someone's killing it. We can't use fire. That's happy. Right. So Robert, that's 11 points. Well done, Robert. We have 1 team left. We've saved the best to last. Helen, if you can. Yeah. So Helen, the format of this is I put the timer on. You pick 1 player. Now, Helen, the last one is West Ham. Should have copied Rob. So yeah, we're gonna go West Ham for the last player, and yeah, just get 1 answer in, Helen, within the 35 seconds that we have. Right, there's my little friend. Everybody get ready. West Ham. Player. Timer. Who is that? Oh, I've just realised something. I've actually just realised something. Shit. Oh shit! I've just realised something. I've just realised something. I need to get rid of that. You see the screen underneath me? It's got all the West Ham players on, and it's the same picture for both. So you just one that pops up there, you see it on there. So I've stopped that video playing. You know, wasn't oh, somebody's already got it anyway. I can bring back the picture. Where's that video? Right, so I'll show you what I meant by that. Next time I'm gonna have to. So that was in fact, it was in fact Mr. Hammerette, Manuel Lanzini. And like I said, depending on where this video was at, beneath me, below me, it's the same picture. So you would have had an answer. Right, so it was Stuart, I think. Right, here we go. Should have copied Robert. Helen says Rice. Robert said Souček. Wally says Souček. Stuart said Lanzini. Darren said Benrahma. Tyler Paul's laughing because he knows, don't notice. Yeah. Yeah, so it was Manuel Lanzini, aka Mr. Hammerette, who unfortunately is at work today. So Stuart gains the final point. And we can tally up today's scores. Right. So while Helen is here, I'm glad you're here, so I can also mention this. But Robert won with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points. Stuart was second with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.5. And Wally had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. Decent. The tattoos, exactly. Right. So Helen, while you're here and everybody else, I've said it before, but I'll say it again. We've got 4 West Ham caps that will be part of a giveaway. And we have the photo that my brother donated. I'm going to get the photo again just to show everybody. So just bear with me. One sec. Hold on. Where are we? Right. So here is the picture. See, it's quite a big one of Canio, Lampard, Ferdinand, and Ian Wright. Yeah. Anyway, so let me just put these back in so I can hear what I'm saying. I don't know why I'm actually right. So yeah, so we've got 4 West Ham caps, and we have that. So yeah, Helen and everybody else, near the end of the season or at the end of the season, these game shows will actually be fully competitive, where there will be giveaways available. So I would have to be, strict on, listen, get your answer in within that 35 seconds or it won't count, only because then it's fair to everybody. So yeah, let's pause. Notice Lampard there. So yeah, that's the, as a minimum what we've got. And that will be at the end of the season. So these game shows will actually be, those points will actually, for now, it's just all fun and games. Then it will be fun and games, but there will be, small prizes for the winners on the day. Right, so let me just go back to what we got coming up. We have tomorrow is Initial Thoughts, as always, 12 till around about this time. That pictures for the Guess Who show, brother. So that pictures for the Guess Who show, brother. I don't know either. We've got Initial Thoughts, Guess Who. I've got 5 items. So 3 would probably be, yeah. So 3 would, you know what, Stuart? It's 3 would probably be for Guess Who, and 2 of the for Initial Thoughts, because I've got 5 items and Guess Who is always first. So yeah, for one of the shows, that picture will be, you know, one of the prizes. And then I've got 4 caps. 2 is like the baby blue and 2 is the claret. Right, so tomorrow, initial thoughts at 12. This is, and then on also tomorrow evening, probably around about 10 p.m. is the match prediction show with me and Kieran, where we make our predictions for the Lyon game. And then on Thursday, 7:30, all of these have been scheduled as well. We have the watch along for a massive game for West Ham United. So yeah, everything is scheduled, and you know, you can set a reminder just so you don't miss anything. Initial thoughts is the hardest show. Yeah, it is. I have big respect for the Lampard family. Yeah, so maybe Paul, you might want to try and win that one. Glad, Happy, and Hammerhead weren't. Are we doing a watch along for next week, brother? Are we doing? Yes, Stuart. Right, so I'm glad you said that, actually. Right, so you lot. Me and Stuart on the disabled team may well do a watch along for either Liverpool v Man United or Chelsea v Arsenal. You know, it doesn't it's not relatable to any of our teams, but they are big games. Leeds haven't got a game for like the next 12 or 13 days, so there's not really much Stuart can do in regards to content. And yeah, so we might do a watch along next Tuesday or next Wednesday on the disabled team. So stay tuned for that as well. And you know, Chelsea would be, you know, Tyler Paul, big games. Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, Man United. So yeah, you know, it's football at the end of the day. Are we doing? So yeah, I would say yes, at least one of those, Stuart, we are going to do. Right, that's it. So thanks for everybody that tuned in. Helen, thanks for, you know, finding us. And, you know, you're just fit straight in because it's everybody that you know is here, and anybody that you might not know, you know, it's all good people in here. So we'll be back on tomorrow. And yeah, thanks to everybody that took part in this, supporting the channel. And we will be back tomorrow, 12 o'clock for initial thoughts. Apologies for starting about 5 minutes late today. Like I said, technical issues. And yeah, let me just do what I do so you know that the show's going to end. We look forward to that. No, definitely. Yeah, so we'll be back tomorrow at 12 o'clock on the dot. Thank you all so much.